Everybody, I'm Anil Patel from HotWax Systems, and I'm here to talk. I was actually thinking of talking about digital disruption, but it looks like we all know what is it about, and it is going to be here. So I thought maybe what we should do is talk about what we can do to manage or be at the forefront of digital disruption. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. So as we get into this digital disruption thing, let's start with this code here. We know this is very popular, and you might have heard before. Nobody ever got fired for choosing IBM. And this is important to see here. You might know that there used to be a company in the US, Circuit City, and then there is a company that is pretty much sunset, Best Buy. And they were running on not Oracle, but their cousin IBM, Oracle Retail, not IBM, but so they had these big names. So if you're thinking about survival, somehow make it to till you die, then yes, you can live by this idea. But if you want to be digital disruptors, then you need to really open up and look beyond. Well, at some point in time in my life, I had an opportunity to be on the other side of the table, where I was among the people who were choosing the technology that should be deployed in our company. And we were a really big company, a public utility company. So I was on the other side of the table, where we were choosing some of the best technologies for digital disruption in a big utility company. And any big name you can think of was there. Well, we were working on building an asset management system, implementing one of the products from IBM Maximo. It was already a big budget, and all of a sudden, we had to start working on a forced upgrade of PeopleSoft. And that kind of really, shook me off. It was my first experience working on procurement. You're already implementing a super expensive system, and there's one more coming up for upgrade. And you know what the budget was? It was pretty much equal to or more than even the first implementation, because you had to rewrite the whole thing. Fortunately, I had a leader there, my boss there, who was open to ideas. And that's when we introduced Apache OFBiz, an open source ERP platform. And we used it for managing our fleet and line maintenance. It was a successful project. Small, it was not such a big success, but it was very important success. Particularly, it was a turning point for me in my life. Since then, I kept working on open source, and we have implemented the open source in some of these companies. And there are many more companies that are not on the list, and these companies are those that we work with. There are hundreds of other companies that other 100 providers have delivered on. So these are the companies who opened up. Well, let's talk about the digital transformation. We want to plan for it, we want to prepare for it. But more and more digital silos are getting created every day, because a lot of those business ideas that depend on each other are not being integrated properly. That's the biggest problem here. So we see that there is a challenge here. What? You have an order but not a payment? Would you take that order? Would you have products and not have a customer or a supplier? Would you be selling those products? No, absolutely not. Then why do you even design a system that does not handle all these pieces of business? Why would you need a CRM and supply chain management and order management, and then deal with all the challenges of omnichannel order management systems, or omnichannel systems? So essentially, your whole current philosophy is flawed. That is the problem. What we are saying is, what you need to do is think about one system that has all the master data and your channels, all your different business entities or divisions in your business are working off the same place. And that's when you will have the real transformation. So this is what Apache OFBiz, the open source software, which is the largest software foundation in the world, they see how OFBiz can help people. It is for the people who really need transformation, who actually want to have a omni-channel data and really want to do the process and enable social. The important part is solution ownership. Well, let's back it up with an example. Sometime back, we had this client we worked with. I especially picked up this client because you are from retail and it will work for you. This is our client who is the largest direct sales company in women's apparel. And they do, in many top cases, high order cases, they process about 20,000 orders an hour. So that's like, a really big thing. And they have used this system. And this is the quote from their CIO. What does she say? My team and I build technology. And then see the part. Relationships are the true foundations of CABI. So what we are talking about here is the relationship with your customer. That is the focus. That is possible only when you can own the technology. You cannot just license from somebody and patch it up with integrations and modifications and customizations and call it your technology. That won't work. So what you need is own the technology so that, and that's what Chris did. She owns the technology. And then when she owns it, she can twist it and turn it and modify it and make it work exactly the way she wants to make it work. And that's where you control your brand experience. So that's what we're talking about here. If you want to deliver a real brand experience to your customers, then you need to own the technology that will work for you. We talk about all these disruptors. We talk about Amazon. We talk about Uber and all these companies. Yes, they are disruptors. Let's go check with them if they built their system on SAP solution. Or did they use Oracle's applications? No, they have their own technology. If you own the technology, only then you can talk about all these digital transformations. Otherwise, it's a dream that definitely we can have, but who knows when it will be actually manifested. So, well, CABI, they came out from a proprietary system onto this system that they now own, and this is the transitions they have seen. In the last 3 years since they gone into production, they see the growth. Their brand ambassadors, number of brand ambassadors have grown 4 times. The number of channels they can manage right now for the sales has been quadrupled. Their orders, number of countries they operate, has tripled. That's the kind of growth they can go do because they own the system. And they can deliver the solution, the upgrades, and the features that they want at their own wish, and not somebody else's thing. So, well, these are the real things that I wanted to bring it to you, and I wanted to keep it at a quick and 5-minute thing. So what I want to say is that if you are looking for digital transformation and you think that there is this product in the market that you can buy and implement and it will work out of the box for you and deliver the experience, the brand experience you want to deliver, then I don't think that it is possible. You will have to get a solution, you have to start somewhere, and then really invest your resources to tune that asset to work with your brand experience. And that's the way you will deliver the brand and the business to your customer, the experience to your customers. So, well, towards the end, I want to leave you with a question. That, do you want to build your brand on your business on the imperialistic business model, or do you really want to own your brand and own your brand experience and disrupt the market? If your choice is to disrupt the market, then you have to own. And that's when this comes up, is that unless you think that you are an IT company and your budgets are designed with the IT in mind and focus on IT, or if your leaders really get into it and understand and put their energy into digital transformation. Only then you will have the transformation that you are looking for. That's where I'll leave you here, and hopefully you will have some thought here, and that should start flowing some juices. If you have any questions, we are here on the booth number 4, and come and talk to us, find me there, or there are other people from our company who can help you elaborate on these points. Thank you.